10:43 p.m. on a cold winter night, a medic named Clint Bonnell was faced with his final danger, and this was actually in his home. Welcome to TCS. Clint Bonnell was a standout, a beloved Texan, an athlete with an artistic soul, and a true patriot who joined the Army after 9/11. He excelled, becoming one of the military's elite Special Forces soldiers. Clint served over 20 years, retiring in December 2024. He was full of hope, transitioning his elite medic skills into civilian healthcare, having been accepted into Methodist University's Physician Assistant Program. This new chapter brought more than just academic success, it brought genuine happiness with Kelli Edwards, a yoga instructor who saw his joyful spirit. But the 16-year marriage to Shana Cloud had been a hollow facade for years. They were legally bound but emotionally severed, living separate lives under the same roof. While Clint was building a future dedicated to healing and honesty, Shana's world was far darker. Shana worked as a traveling nurse contractor at the Fluvanna Correctional Center for Women, a high-stress Level 3 security facility housing some of Virginia's most dangerous female inmates. So Clint was now feeling free and having some hope inside, but Shana was feeling some punishment and some sense of being watched. In the meantime, Shana has found and discovered through his phone, through Clint's phone actually, some messages between Clint and Kelli. But during this period of time, Clint was already been seeing some divorce lawyer and has been planning on divorce for months now, and he was actually pursuing some happiness actually. January 27, 2025 was supposed to be Clint's day of liberation. That morning, he filed the legal paperwork to end his marriage. He spent the day like a dedicated student, classes, a gym session where he briefly crossed paths with Shana, and intensive studying at the university. That evening, he drove home to the house on Butler Nursery Road and made the decision he had dreaded. He told Shana about the divorce filing. Cell phone records confirmed he arrived home and never left alive. So his last text to Kelli Edwards was like, I told her about the divorce, good night. And that was it. Nothing additional emotions or stuff, no emojis and stuff. And this message actually started his own fate, and Shana, after this message, started to pursue her deadly plan and seal this fate actually. The alarm started the next day when the hyper-disciplined Clint Bonnell failed to show up for class. A welfare check was requested. Deputies arrived at the house to find his car, wallet, keys, and school bag inside, all the indicators that he had not left voluntarily. Shana Cloud met the police with a carefully crafted lie, claiming she hadn't seen him since the gym the day before. You know what was the major red flag? Her husband suddenly disappeared, and she's instantly refusing to file a missing persons report. And it was Clint's girlfriend, Kelli Edwards, who, sensing immediate danger due to their lack of communication, formally filed the missing persons report. The contrast in the woman's reaction was so striking that by January 13th, the case was immediately escalated to the homicide unit. The breakthrough came on January 21st. Investigators searched the home more thoroughly and found clear evidence of violence. Clint's laptop and backpack actually had some bullet holes in it. The investigation rapidly expanded to Virginia, focusing on rental property Shana owned near the correctional center. Digital forensics painted a devastating timeline. Clint's phone never left the home on January 27th, but Shana's phone actually traveled to a remote location just near Gay Road just 2 days after. On February 25th, the physical evidences emerged. A homeowner reported human remains floating in a pond, a dismembered human torso. This location was exactly where Shana's cell phone had pinged for 15 minutes. The remains were sent to be identified by matching the DNA profile with Clint's military record. On March 28th, the confirmation came and the remains actually belonged to Clint Bonnell. Shana Cloud was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. The autopsy revealed the horror actually. Clint had been shot 4 times in the back, a trajectory suggesting he was caught off guard or lying down. But sadly, the shooting was only the beginning of it. His body had been dismembered with mechanical precision, a level of medical knowledge consistent with Shana's profession as a nurse. During her court appearance, actually, Shana was pretty calm, and she remained pretty calm the entire time, and her attorneys were like defending her, like she's not able to do any kind of these stuff that she's done to her husband, and she loves her very much. And the judge actually immediately denied the bond in a capital murder case such as this one. The case against Shana Cloud, supported by overwhelming digital and forensic evidence, seems unsurmountable. But for Clint's family, especially his sister Stephanie, the grief is unbearable. They cannot even hold their funeral because the investigation is ongoing. So the greatest tragedy with this Clint Bonnell story is like he is a soldier, and he faced so many combat tours, he faced so many global dangers without even a blink, without any kind of fear. But he was not obviously like planned, and he couldn't survive the danger that was waiting for him in his home. So I believe that's all for today's case, and thank you so much for joining me on TCS. And if you like some true crime stories, and like if you want to hear some more about it, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.